Welcome to a new video. We are Otaku Recap, and today we are talking about an anime series called Akame ga Kill. The series was released in 2014. This is the second part of the story, so check out part 1 first. It has a crazy plot, awesome characters, and thrilling action. Be aware of spoilers, and let's just jump right into it. Esdeath is tasked with tracking down all the danger beasts in the forest and clearing them out. Meanwhile, Bowles manages to save 2 random villagers from being eaten by one of the creatures. Wave sees that while Bowles did save the villagers, they were scared of him as much as of the beasts. He explains that while he doesn't like violence, he was previously an executioner, and his job was to burn down infested villages. Kiji and her daughter, Logyu, come to visit Bowles as they are his family. His wife and daughter accept him, no matter his profession. Tatsumi is training with Susanoo, and while some see Susanoo as just a weapon, he sees him more of a living being with feelings and desires. The night raid prepares another mission. They are tasked with also clearing the danger beasts, in a way, working together with the Empire towards the same goal. Esdeath realizes that the danger beasts are the failed experiments of Dr. Stylish. He tortured and experimented on poor villagers to achieve perfect soldiers. Tatsumi and Lubbock patrol the mountain at night, looking for the beasts and talking. Tatsumi finds out that Lubbock has feelings for Najenda, their leader. Tatsumi goes on his own and reaches a summit. There he is met with Esdeath, which shocks him. Tatsumi and Esdeath are now standing face to face with each other, but before anything can happen between the two of them, they are teleported to a deserted island somewhere far away. Both of them are confused as to what just happened, but almost immediately, 2 danger beasts attack them. They have to defend themselves, and after using their powers, they are able to kill the beasts. Tatsumi and Esdeath decide to take their time and explore the strange island. After a while, they find out that a special trigram symbol created by Sierra, Honest's son, teleported them to this location. Tatsuma and Esdeath get to talking. She explains that her family was killed by a rival tribe, and that her entire life has just been a battle for survival. She became a general in the Empire so that she can always be the strongest and survive. Esdeath also explains that drinking the blood of a danger beast gave her ice powers. Another portal opens, and they hurry to get into it. After they leave the portal, they return to the mountain, and Tatsumi hides before Esdeath can realize where he is. The night raid members all gather for a sit-down meeting and a meal. Najenda tells them that the new plan of attack is connected to an uprising that is being caused by Path of Peace, a religious group. They will use the destruction to attack the Empire. Their target is Bolek. He works for the Path of Peace, but in secret, he serves Honest and the Empire. Bolek has also been using drugs to make the members of the religious organization his slaves, and making them not want to fight the Empire. Before the mission, the night raid goes to a beach to have some fun and relax. Esdeath, Run, Suryu go to the east, while Wave, Kuromi, and Bowles head south on their own mission. The night raid intercepts Kuromi, Bowles, and Wave. Kuromi uses her imperial arm, a katana that turns her victims into mindless zombies that attack. Kuromi also uses special undead puppets to attack. Susanoo fights Death Tagul. Mine goes after Doya, while Tatsumi is barely holding on against the last 2, Henter and Ape Man. Chelsea uses her powers of disguise. Tatsumi is then able to finish off Ape Man. Kuromi chops off Leone's hand, and Najenda has to intervene and kill Rokugo herself. Mine is consumed by Kaiser Frog, one of the strongest puppets. She is able to pierce through and escape. Meanwhile, Susanoo uses a special move where turning into an armored form and uses this to kill Death Tagul. Leon and Akame team up and kill Wall and Bowles. Seeing the desperation in the situation creates a massive explosion to escape. After the massive explosion is set off, Bowles manages to escape. Akame and Leon survive, but are injured. Bowles runs into a small crying girl who is alone in the woods. He helps her with a bandage to stop her from crying. The little girl is revealed to be Chelsea. Using her power, she pierces Bowles with her poisoned needle. Then she takes the appearance of Bowles and goes after Kuromi in an effort to capture and eliminate. Akame and Kuromi have a connected past, as they were both trained together to be the elite assassins, but Kuromi was injected with massive doses of drugs and enhanced to be superior in every way. Chelsea catches up to Kuromi and stabs her with her blade. Kuromi survives the poison and sends her remaining puppets, Natalia and Doya, to kill Chelsea. After a while, Tatsumi and Akame make their way to town, the rain making their journey difficult. When they reach the town square, they find Chelsea's severed head displayed like a trophy. Honest gives the order to Esdeath and the Jaguars to protect Bolek at all times. He summons 4 ancient demons who can change their bodies and sends them to attack. Kuromi is pretending to be alright after she had been poisoned, but is slowly losing her strength. Tatsumi and Mine go explore the marketplace, while Akame fights Ibara at an abandoned cemetery. Lubbock fights Sten and Mez, one of the 2 demons. Tatsumi and Mine make their way to the edges of the town, and that is where they finally find the Lord, the one who created the Path of Peace. Night Raid finalizes plans to invade the palace during the anniversary festival of Path of Peace and to get their strength up. Susanoo cooks the group their favorite meals. Mine and Tatsumi disguise themselves to create a diversion so that they can escape the city without being recognized. Suryu locates them and launches numerous destructive missiles at them. Tatsumi and Mine engage in a battle with Suryu, Suzuka, and Koro. Tatsumi traps Suzuka under a bunch of rubble, while Mine gets badly injured by Suryu. Mine finds her hidden strength and uses her pumpkin weapon to slash both Suryu and Koro in half at the same time. While dying, Suryu sets off a suicide bomb that she had placed inside her head. Mine is too badly injured to be fast enough to escape, but Tatsumo comes to her rescue, getting her away from the giant explosion just in time. Elsewhere, members of the Night Raid finally breach the Imperial Palace. Esdeath tells Bolek to stay put and not to move anywhere, but he doesn't listen and tries to escape. He is trapped by Akame and Lubbock, who kill him with ease. The poison proves to be too much for Kuromi, and she collapses. Meanwhile, Lubbock and Tatsumi work in secret with the palace maid to get more intel. They are people all around who are part of the resistance in secret, but they are still ambushed by Sayura and his elite warriors, as well as Budo, a great general of the Empire. Budo uses his lethal electric powers to strike down Tatsumi. Sayura manages to outsmart Lubbock in battle. Lubbock manages to get the upper hand in battle and cuts off Sayura's arm. But the palace maid then stabs Lubbock in the back. Tsuruya uses this to teleport Lubbock into a void, but Lubbock uses her cross-tail to also pull Tsuruya with her. Lubbock manages to kill Sayura, destroying his heart from the inside. Lubbock, injured and barely standing, is attacked by the remaining soldiers, and after her cross-tail runs out of power, she is unfortunately killed as well. Satsumi is captured by Budo and sentenced to death by Honest. Esdeath wants to be given the privilege to be the one to handle Tatsumi's execution. The Night Raid members plan a strategy to free Tatsumi from the Empire and his execution. Akame, Mine, Leon, and Susanoo all prepare to go to the Colosseum where Tatsumi will be executed. Esdeath tries one last time to get Tatsumi to join her side, but he refuses. The day of the execution comes, and the Night Raid start their attack. Akame fights the Imperial Police, while Susanoo and Agenda confront Esdeath in combat. Susanoo uses her defensive weapons to stop any ice attacks from Esdeath, while Mine and Leon fight Budo together. Leon is paralyzed, and Mine has to face Budo alone. Both of them prepare their strongest attacks and release a giant blast. Mine is able to kill Budo, but is mortally wounded in the process. Meanwhile, Akame releases Tatsumi, and they start to escape. Esdeath freezes time and annihilates Susanoo's core, but Najenda restores it. Tatsumi and Akame find Mine and take her to safety. Susanoo covers their escape. When they are back at the Night Raid hideout, the news is not good. Mine lays down to rest, and just before she dies, she confesses her love to Tatsumi and kisses him. The Night Raid has lost yet another valued member. Kuromi is slowly dying, and the only other person aware of it is Run. Wave also learns that while Run is a member of the Jaggers and the Empire, his goal is to reform and fight against the corruption in the Empire itself. Kuromi doesn't want to die without a proper confrontation with Akame, so she sets up a duel in a church. The two meet and start the duel. Akame wants Kuromi to understand that the Empire is evil, while Kuromi Kurome is just angry for being left behind by Akame. Then suddenly, a beast appears, and the two of them team up to defeat it. Tatsumi and Wave arrive, and when Wave starts to meddle in the duel, Tatsumi stops it. Finally, after a brutal fight, Akame stabs Kurome and defeats her. Wave takes Kurome's body and leaves. Akame is heartbroken and cries while Tatsumo consoles her. Honest, seeing the night raids accomplished and fearing a rebellion, orders the strongest Imperial arms to be activated. The final battle approaches, and the remaining members of the night raid prepare for the coming conflict. Their main target is Honest, Akame, Leon, and Tatsumi breach the Imperial Palace and are faced with Run in combat. Leone decides to stay behind and face Run alone, while Tatsumi and Akame go to the throne room. For the entirety of his rule, the Emperor himself has been under the influence of Honest, and now he uses his most powerful Imperial arm, a giant mecha monster. The monster starts destroying the capital city. Tatsumi tries to reason with the Emperor to stop all the death and destruction. The Emperor wants to hold on to power, and he refuses to see reason. Wave switches sides and fights together with Tatsumi against the Emperor. Tatsumi then uses everything he has to fight off the giant mecha and save the citizens. In the final battle, Tatsumi defeats the monster, but is near death. Later, he dies, while Akame holds him. Tatsumi is dead. Akame is overwhelmed with grief, but the battle is not yet over. Esdeath, seeing Tatsumi dead, challenges Akame to one final duel. Both of them unleash a barrage of attacks, each one more deadly than the other. Akame poisons herself so she may have more strength. At one point, she poisons Esdeath, who then cuts off her poisoned arm so that the toxins don't spread. Esdeath uses her ultimate move and freezes time, but it is too late, as Akame manages to mortally wound her. Esdeath, realizing she is approaching death, takes herself and Tatsumi and creates a giant ice barrier which shatters both of their bodies. Leone and Honest fight, with Leone winning at the end. Honest is finally dead, but in their battle, Leone was also wounded. Akame and Leone say goodbye to each other, and Leone later dies in an alleyway. Negenda takes control of the empire, sentencing the emperor to death. It is now up to the people to rebuild and to help the entire nation move forward in peace. Akame, with her mission accomplished, says farewell to her leader Negenda and leaves to other strange lands. And that brings a close to this adventure and the video for today. We hope you enjoyed experiencing this exciting and sometimes scary story with us. Please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye!